Good morning, y'all. It's Rook here. Voice is kind of jacked up. I'm sick. Been sick for the last couple of days. This is the second time that I've been sick in the last 3 weeks. Anyways, I've been seeing a lot of discourse since the Video Game Awards happened this past week, and I'm just here to give my opinion. I know everybody else has done it. Doesn't matter. I'm not looking for. Excuse me, Lord. I'm not looking for all this recognition or whatever, but I'm just trying to give another perspective on these games. So, Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played Baldur's Gate 3, but I watched gameplay on that game this year. I've always heard about it because it's been in early access for like I don't know how many years, but I've been seeing when it initially came out. Everybody, like a lot of people on TikTok were playing it. Obviously, a lot of streamers were playing it as well. I knew this was gonna be game of the year. Just being real, just being honest, because the marketing for the game was just great. It was just great. You got all these different types of people playing it. There's not just a set amount of people playing. There's a lot of people playing this game. There's a lot of people playing different classes in this game, doing different stories. Some people murking the entire villages. Some people saving entire villages. And personally, I just think that having that much freedom in a game, when other games tell you, oh, this is the most open and innovative free open world game, and then it's not. I knew this was going to win. Been saying that for months. Everybody's been saying it for months. It was like there's no way that this doesn't win. And then on top of other RPG studios saying like, don't expect this. This isn't. Yeah, it should be, because that's what you're selling people. Skyrim, Todd Howard, that mountain right there, you can climb to that mountain. I love Skyrim. Don't get me wrong. Love Skyrim. I can play Skyrim anytime. I play it on PC a lot because I got mods and stuff. Love it. Starfield, we have 1,000 planets, and 90% of the mugs is barren. I've been there. I played the game. I did not enjoy Starfield. I was hoping to enjoy Starfield because I think I'm one of the few people that enjoyed Fallout 4, and a lot of Bethesda fans wasn't rocking with Fallout 4. Spiderman. All my friends know I played Spider-Man for 3 days straight. I got the platinum trophy, doing everything in the game with a full-time job. My cousin was like, you spent how many hours playing this game? And you already platinumed it? It was that bad. I knew it was not winning this year because it's got a lot of competition. Don't get me wrong. I don't think Super Mario Wonder or Resident Evil 4 should be on here. I think Mario being on here instead of Sonic, it makes perfect sense because that new Sonic game, it sucks. It sucks. I don't know what direction they was going with on that game. It's not fun. Now Mario, yes, it is another genetic Mario game. That is facts, but it is beautiful. The different powers and stuff make the gameplay cooler. I don't know how they do it. You make the same game for 30 plus years. You add 2 new powers and the game is just good still. Ain't that crazy? Nintendo, y'all got hacks, bro. Y'all got hacks. Now, Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, I don't care what anybody says. I really don't. I don't care that this game is basically DLC, because you can't play this game like you play Breath of the Wild. Crafting and stuff, yeah, cool. How the game started, obviously, it looks like another Ghibli movie with 4K graphics, even though it's obviously not 4K because it's on the Switch. But you think about it, I think that game deserves to be here because it did add more things onto what the first game had. Where else were we going to go in the Zelda game? It's Hyrule. Where else are we going to go? I really don't. I feel like people don't understand. Like, there's not another continent in the Zelda universe unless you're talking about the Sky World and stuff. But the danger is in Hyrule. And then we broke a timeline in this game to get everything work in a different type of way. So I feel like it should be here. It did better than what the last game did. I just don't get it. Now, Resident Evil 4. I played Resident Evil 4 on GameCube, bruh. I played almost every Resident Evil game. I think the only ones I really haven't played was probably like Revelations 1 and 2. I haven't played 8 yet because I'm waiting on that much to go on the deep sale, because Capcom loves selling their games for cheap prices whenever they make a certain amount of money. Just like how PlayStation 2 used to do. Sell 1 million copies, the game is $20. Now it's a PlayStation, whatever. Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 1 is a meme. That is a meme game. And I feel like since it was such a meme game, Remedy was still trying to figure out who they were too, because my first Remedy game was Max Payne on computer. I had Max Payne on computer back in the day. I don't know if it was 1 or 2, I'm gonna be honest. We had a cubic computer. I built that up for my mom when I was like young as heck, because it was just put the motherboard in, connect the motherboard to the power supply, turn it on. So that was my first foray into building computers when I was a child. I don't know, man. I think my sister was born. I think I was probably like 3rd grade or something. I don't know. But that was the first game I played. Now, they have a certain narration style that is very and interesting, because like Max Payne, that man loves talking to himself. But when you got somebody that kills hundreds of people per game, you're going to only trust yourself and talk to yourself, right? Now, Alan Wake, that man is crazy as heck, bro. And he just, I don't know. I have to play Alan Wake again, because it's been a very, very, very long time, because it was such a meme game. I'll probably buy like a remastered version of it. But when Control came out, I thought Control was trash. And I ain't gonna lie, I was definitely, what's the name? I was definitely taught into that, because I got a lot of YouTubers that, they have certain opinions about certain games. And when you watch somebody so long, you try to have a lot of interest in them. So you start to agree with the same stuff that they agree in. But I've learned that's not the case. I went back and played Control on my PC, because I got it on PlayStation initially. Bro, not just, I think the gunplay, how good it feels, is the reason that everything is just so good. But the story, when you actually pay attention to the story and try to see and figure out what's going on in the back end, and then you see the Easter eggs for Alan Wake, and it's like, oh God, these games are connected. Then you see this game. When I first saw the gameplay for this, when I kept seeing jump scares, that had me in my head like, this game is gonna suck. This game is gonna suck. I'm not a fan of jump scares, because if you have to have unnecessary jump scares in your game's not good. But then I listened to somebody explain the story, right? I think it was probably the Gaming Harry. Shout out to him. I love his videos for games that I don't play. Bro, dual protagonist, obviously. I agree. I like dual protagonists. But Alan Wake 2, coming with the story, trying to explain how this man is trying to get back to his regular life, just amazing. Just trying to break this cycle of all this stuff and getting back in his right mind, and then even the funny stuff that's in it. I think they did a very good job with that. Now let's get back to the culprit, the actual culprit for this video. Spider-Man 2. I say this on my TikTok. I think at this day and age, console wars are childish. I don't get involved with them. I have a PlayStation 5, I have a PC, I have a Switch, I have everything that I need, especially because I don't play a lot of Xbox games. But whenever I do get the chance to get, Xbox Game Pass for a cheap amount, I'll give a couple games a try. But most of the games that Xbox has, I got them on Steam, or I just bought them through somewhere and just unlocked them on my Windows account. So Xbox, you have good games. Nobody's saying that. But to bring up, oh, see, look, there's not one Sony game on here that won something. But then you got Xbox I think they got like 2 winners, and I think those 2 winners that did win it is justified. Spider-Man 2. Those of y'all that have been on my channel watching me play Spider-Man 1 know that I love the Spider-Man games. This is like my 3rd time playing through the Spider-Man series. Spider-Man 1 is not fun to play anymore after I platinum Spider-Man 2. I'm going to dread Miles Morales because I don't like Miles's his boss, his final boss. It's been a bunch of years. The Tinkerer or whatever, she sucks, dude. She's not a good final boss. And I genuinely felt like she was being very unrealistic in that. And just not like, why would Miles betray you? That doesn't make sense to me. Anyways, let's get back to Spider-Man 2. There was no innovation in this game. I can't say that fully because the actual innovation comes with the wingsuit and the element system in this game. I think that those 2 are very important because the wingsuit gave you a faster way to travel around the city, which that's actually not true because somebody went from one part of the map to the other part of the map and they literally was like 1 or 2 seconds off because gliding over the city is not like as consistent as swinging. So when you interweave both of them, it makes sense. You'll go faster. Anyways, the element system doesn't really kick in with Peter until the end of the game when he gets the anti-venom suit, when you're going against a bunch of symbiotes, right? Hitting him a whole bunch of times, they're starting to take a whole bunch of damage. And then you hit them with a move and then they're done, right? Sick. I love it. Awesome. Wow. But other than that, there was nothing. The dude that was supposed to be the main boss of the game, he was whack. This man didn't even really do nothing for real. He didn't really do nothing. This man was coming to die. That was his whole thing. He was coming to die. Venom was the best part of the game, obviously. The symbiote was like coming through and doing all that was the best game. That was it. But you can't tell me there was a part in this game that was going to make it win Game of the Year. If Baldur's Gate was not on here, right? I think either Alan Wake or Legend of Zelda would have took it. Because they do cooler things than what Spider-Man has been doing for the last 2 games. The story for Spider-Man was really good. Bully Parker being back was really good, and it was a smooth transition. Just like, well, it was kind of similar to how it was in Spider-Man 3. But at the same time, there was nothing new. Like, there's nothing, like, obviously, the combat and stuff got tweaked, I think, for the better. Excuse me. Because having too many gadgets is overpowered, bruh. You can run into a freaking fight in Spider-Man 1 and web blast everybody. Like, I'm talking about the web, like, I can't remember what it's called. Web storm. We'll call it web storm, where he shoots webs at everybody. Bro, if you're in an alleyway, everybody's dead. Throw that web grenade, hit everybody, throw everybody at the wall. And this game having abilities, I feel like was a better option because it took less controls to play this game. It was a lot more simpler. I love the combat in this game. Dude, I dog people in this game because I like to go for style over sustenance when it comes to Batman, Lord of the Rings, Shadow of Mordor, and Spider-Man. Now, Spider-Man, I ain't gonna lie. Viserion, I think that's his name. I don't know. The vampire dude. We'll go to that. Let me see if I can go to that. Best game direction. Again, see, look at this. All these great games on here. I knew Alan Wake was going to win. Because how Alan Wake works with the puzzles, how the story is being told, it's not the same as how it is on Spider-Man. On Spider-Man, you got freaking Miles. Only Miles can do this mission. Only Peter can do this mission. And it's the same for Alan Wake, right? But the reason why they get caught up in Alan Wake 2 is because they got different specialties, just like how Peter and them got, right? They have the exact same powers, bro. Peter has lightning webs. that he can use for different things. He didn't because you had to use Miles, but you can not beat the entirety of Spider-Man with one character. And I think you can do that with this game. I'm not 100% sure. Don't come at me in the comments. I genuinely don't know because I haven't played it. But from what I have seen, I felt like game direction and game design was better. Spider-Man was generic. Again, it was just like how it was in the Batman game, Shadow of Mordor, except without the Nemesis system. It didn't go further than what the last game did. This game is yards, even miles longer, wider than what Alan Wake 1 did. Alan Wake 1, flashlight, pistol, flashlight, flare, shotgun. This game, you got all of that. Then when you go to different dimensions, you got shadow monsters running up on you, and you got to kill them off with the flashlight. You can't shoot them. You can't do anything. With this, you can brute force your way through Spider-Man, bruh. You can brute force your way through every boss in the game. I did it. I'm him. I'm a gamer for real. You can do that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised Baldur's Gate didn't win this. You can bring 1,000,000 fire barrels to a boss fight, shoot one of them, crash your game. I think that's cool as heck because that boss is for sure dead. This was a toss-up, honestly. It's just Spider-Man. The Wonder Flower, the Wonder Seeds, I think those missions are pretty cool, but it's not beating these two, bro. This right here, again, it's more of the last game. So these two are the only ones that were going to win this for sure. Best narrative. This is a toss-up. This is a toss-up because this DLC and this two game again, it's the same thing. Best narrative. Why is Alan Wake going through this stuff? What's wrong with bruh? What's wrong with bruh? And then you got this game. You make your own narrative in this game. You roll for initiative, like Tiny Tina said, and freaking that DLC for Borderlands 2. And then this game, I heard the ending that you can get after beating this game is sad as heck. It's a toss-up. Now, Final Fantasy 16, I platinumed that game. I love that game. The first playthrough. The second playthrough to get the platinum, I freaking hated this game. I hated it. I had all the powers. I was strong as heck. But when I would fight enemies, their health would not go down fast. I get it. We got the director for combat for the Devil May Cry games. Love Devil May Cry. But this is a Final Fantasy game. I don't care what anybody says. They have not been on a roll for storytelling, in my opinion, since the first 13 game. Not 13-2. I'm talking about just 13. And in 13 Lightning Returns, the only thing, in my opinion, that was good about that game was the combat. Final Fantasy 15. That was a friendship story. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like there's nothing wrong with that being a friendship story, but it's not groundbreaking. Noctis going into that crystal for like 15 years. For what? I don't understand that. There's no DLC that explains why that man got stuck in that crystal. It was not really explained. And then when he died and was in the afterlife, I didn't even know he was in the afterlife. I was like, oh, did they just start time over? Did they get the good ending? But you don't know. Final Fantasy 16 is the same. I feel like, excuse me, jeez. I feel like them showing us too much in the trailers is the exact same thing that I have a problem with when it comes to movies. You show the ending of the movie in like the 4th scene of the trailer. I don't like that. Because now when I watch this movie, I'm going to expect this to happen when this time comes. I told my pastor and his wife, I told my mom, my brothers and my friends, my favorite part of the movie is the last 20 to 30 minutes because it's the climax. Because everything that I saw, I know that the end is coming. Final Fantasy 16 disappointed the heck out of me. You got the fight with Garuda. Very easy fight, very intimate, cool fight, right? Then you got the fight with Titan. Bruh, it's the best fight in the game. The best fight in the game. Every boss after that's not a field boss, is whack. Barnabas or whatever the heck that dude was, I think he was Odin. Whack fight. Pissed me off. I say, you got this dude that has beat me 2 times in cutscenes, having the wackest fight in the game. The second scariest character in this game, and you give him a whack boss fight. Oh, it's cool because you get to be 2 swordsmen in the rain. Yeah, one of them can put his full cowl on like he Naruto and dimension slash. I want to do that. I want a better slash than a big with Ifrit. I want more. I want Phoenix Fire so I can shoot all my feathers out of. That would have been sick, but it wasn't. It didn't get that. Then the final boss, garbage. Garbage fight. Cool set piece. Garbage fight. It's not doing anything for anybody. Story was whack. I knew who killed Joshua because of the trailer. I knew Joshua wasn't dead because of the trailer. They did not do a good job story-wise on this game. I don't care. Best narrative? Yeah. It wasn't no best narrative. Hey, we got a big enemy, and all of us need to come together to beat this enemy or our world's going to be destroyed. That's not best narrative. That's a Marvel movie. Okay, best art direction. I ain't gonna lie, this is not a toss-up. I think Hi-Fi Rush should have won. And I think a lot of people believe that it should have won. Again, I'm not gonna deride Alan Wake no more. It did its thing. It did its thing, honestly. But this right here, this is in my heart. I'm probably gonna stream this again. Hi-Fi Rush, bruh. Everything in that game is on beat. The only thing that's not on beat is when you miss a combo. This game is beautiful. I think everybody should play this. Everybody. I love Tango Gameworks, bro. That's a Bethesda Studios, Bethesda Software's game too, publish. I love this game. That game should have won. I haven't beat it yet, but the sound, how everything works, how the different enemies and different characters work, amazing. Best score of music, deserved. Everybody else agrees. Close second for me, honestly. Very close second. And this is the PlayStation game. So, yeah, it's not a first party PlayStation game, but Square Enix, excuse me, almost exclusively works with PlayStation on the off hands that they work for Nintendo and stuff. Again, console wars are childish. They are. I'm happy this won, but this is number 1 for me too. Best audio design. This is a scary game. They're just remakes. These were not winning. And what sound design and game audio did Spiderman have? What did they have? When Venom yelled or screamed or roared? I need some freaking tea, bruh. That was it. We didn't have to listen to Miles Morales build his Uncle Aaron's beat. Thank God. That junk sucked in the first game. In Miles Morales. But audio design, oh yeah. I knew this was gonna win this. This is a scary game. You're gonna hear creaks and crawls. It's expected. Nobody's gonna vote for this. Alan Wake. Jump scares is trash, bruh. I'm sorry. They are. Best performance. Now. This is where things get tricky. For me. He's not Star Killer. He's not Sam, bro. I don't think he was going to win this for voice acting. I don't. Now, I love Cameron Monaghan. I love him a lot. With everything he's done, from Shameless to being the Joker to being Kyle Kestis. But he wasn't winning this. Ben Starr, I feel like, should have won. If Neil Newbon was not on here for Baldur's Gate 3, I'm telling you right now, it would have been between Ben Starr and Yuri Lowenthal. Bro. Yuri Lowenthal in the first game of Spider-Man. You knew? Yes. I told you. You knew. Peter, we don't have to do this. You knew! Like, hard. Fire. Second game, went crazy. Yelling, crying, showing hella emotion. Doing this thing. I don't know how Neil won. I'm gonna be honest. I said this on my TikTok earlier today. I saw the scene where he went to meet his creator. I saw how everything went down. And I just feel like that was his one scene. It was a companion mission. I just feel like that was like a one scene. Because other than that, he just talked like himself. When he was up there accepting his reward, he just sounded like himself. Don't get me wrong. I get it. That's how it's supposed to be. You talking your regular voice, but I feel like it should be more punctuated other than that one scene. To be that one section of the game, rather. Yuri Lowenthal did his thing in Spider-Man 2, bruh. Ben Starr. Oh. That man. All right. Everybody on Twitter was talking about Clive whenever this game was out, bro. Because he was like, I'll kill you. I'll effing kill you. Bro was showing emotion. Doing this thing the entire game. Not just one scene. Same with Yuri. He was doing this thing. When he became a butthole and was being Bully Parker, I did not want to hear this man speaking. How you talk to a woman like that? Bye, knock your head off. Ben Starr, the whole entire game, when he's crying, mad because he's feeling like a failure, when he's letting people down, when his friends are dying, I just feel like it's better. I'll have to go and look through what other scenes Viserion did that would make people choose this, but I ain't gonna crap on him too much. That game is beautiful for what it is, so I'm not even gonna take that from him. You know, congratulations to him for real. Innovation and accessibility. I'm gonna be 100. Forza is the only one that's gonna win this, because a fight stick is whatever. A PlayStation 4 controller is whatever. An Xbox controller is whatever. A mouse and keyboard is whatever. But you can buy any steering wheel and pedal, and that junk's gonna work for this game. This one ain't even long. Innovation and accessibility. This is easy. They have controllers where people that don't have fingers can play the game still. Like there was no way anybody else but Forza was winning this. Games for impact. I'm not gonna lie. This right here, Chia is a great game. I haven't played any of these other games at all. I think Venba just came out. I think Goodbye Volcano High. I'm not a fan of that. I don't really know who that was catered to, other than Scalies. I think that's what they call them in the furry community. But I don't know any of these other games. But Chia, this is basically a real life story for somebody. And I feel like, yes, pro social meaning or message. Hey, by the way, our life sucks here because we have people that are trying to enslave the people and make them work on sugarcane farms and coconut farms. Yeah, this was gonna win this. There was no other way. I don't think the socioeconomic freaking temperature, I don't know what the heck Jaden Smith said. This was the only one I thought was gonna win personally. Best ongoing game. I'm gonna be 100% with you. This was gonna win out of pity, because this game, we thought, okay, well, we can look forward to the DLC. I guess that DLC came out, blew everybody's socks off. I haven't played it yet. I haven't beat the game yet, because again, when games don't work, and I know they could be good, I can't wait to play them. I try to like let them do their thing, but I lose interest fast, bro. I lose interest very fast. I play Final Fantasy 14. I played this. It's not for me. I got friends that put years into this game, and they're like, bro, I haven't even built other classes type junk. Apex Legends, Fortnite, you two are not winning. This has been the slowest year for both of these games. Entirely. One new gun in the last year and a half. Just more Fortnite. And Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact was not winning this. Now, I play Genshin Impact a lot. It's one of my favorite games. I've spent a little bit of money on it, not a lot. My friends are like, why do you play games like Genshin Impact and Destiny 2? They're like part-time jobs. I don't play Destiny 2 anymore. One of them had to go. One of them had to go. And Destiny 2 just happened to be the one that I stopped having a lot of fun on after I've given it 10 years of my life. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But this DLC and all the things that they added to 2.0, yeah, nothing else was beating that for ongoing. There was no competition. There was no competition in that. Best community support. This game has been in development for 1,000 years. This game, what community support? Let's get pissed off now. I love Bungie, but they have screwed me over 3 years in a row. And I'm not a fan of wasting $110 a year on a game that's not fun to me anymore. Because every year I'm like, I'm going to buy this DLC. I'm going to get this DLC gun. But I'm also doing this because I believe in them. I believe they can turn this around. I believe they can turn it around. I got faith that they can turn it around. Nothing turned around. Not a fan of that. It's actually very, very ignorant. Because what community were they supporting? They laying off hella people. Every time somebody finds a cool build that should work in the game, you say you want a power fantasy, you want to be a space wizard. There's no power fantasy in this game. If I want to use the Grasp of Avarice on a solar class, we're talking like a year or two ago. Fireball, when these people get hit by the fireball, they burn. When they die, they spread poison. When I do this and have many fireballs hit people and they explode, and it's supposed to be like that. We're supposed to be masters of every element, right? If I am using a hammer as a solar titan, but I want to use electricity boots, if I throw this hammer at you, I'm Thor. And then you nerf that. If I am a hunter and I hit you in the forehead with a knife, and then I hit you in the head with a forehead with a knife, I should be throwing as many knives as I want, bruh. You got a whole super base around throwing knives, but I can't use a weaker version of that because it's too overpowered. Whack. Story so far, whack. This story specifically, whack. Been pissing me off for a long time, bro. I should have known something was up when DMG left. I love DMG, dude. I still followed him for a long time after he left Destiny and went to Valorant. No Man's Sky, I'm not gonna cap. I don't even be hearing people playing No Man's Sky unless it's on Twitch and you get something for free. So I can't really say too much about that. I have this game. I have made no progress in this game. I bought it for a very cheap price because I wanted to give it a try, and it didn't really do too much for me. I know it's a good game from what I have watched, but it didn't do nothing for me. I don't know much about Final Fantasy 14. Can't say nothing about that. I just know a lot of people love this game. But again, this winning does not surprise me. Best independent. Now, Sea of Stars. In my opinion, this is another toss-up. I think Dave the Diver in Sea of Stars would have won this. I think Dredge would have been like a third place for sure to be the winner. I love JRPG type games. I don't know if this is a JRPG game. I doubt it. This is Mint Rocket is a Korean-owned company, and this game specifically and how you get to the ending and stuff, amazing. I'm not gonna stay too long on this. I didn't play all these games. I thought Dredge was interesting, but I think Sea of Stars would have won because it fit that Trials of Mana type feeling that people have been looking for. Best debut indie. I think everybody's tripping over Cocoon. I feel like Cocoon and Dredge could have won. Pizza Tower could have won. Anybody that's tripping over Pizza Tower not winning as feral, you're weird. You need to get vaccinated, bro. You need to get injected with a different type of game other than this wacky 2001 game, which I think is still pretty cool, but why are you sending death threats to people that play different games? Yeah, that's weird. Best mobile game. It was no. I love Genshin. I love Honkai Star Rail. There's no competition. I play Monster Hunter now. I be getting dogged in that game. If you're not spending money and you're actively going out into the world and playing Monster Hunter, you're still gonna like the game. Like I work from home a lot. That Final Fantasy game is not as good as they said it was gonna be. It's not as good as they said it was gonna be. I still play it. That game is not good. The energy system is horrid. I feel like the story. I thought you could just play through each of the 3 stories in order. That's not how it works. That game is not complete. They too busy adding new weapons and costumes to this game. This game right here, the fun factor for this game for me personally is good because I like Genshin Impact, so I like to go and explore and stuff in that game. But I love me a good turn-based game, bro. I love turn-based games, bro. Since Pokemon back in the day, love it. It was winning that regardless. We know why this won. We don't have to say much. We don't have to say much about this. We know why it won because y'all are horny. You guys are horny, and you just can't get it together. Now, Gran Turismo. This could have won because of the movie. The movie is really good. Y'all should go watch it. Y'all wasn't playing this game because y'all didn't want nothing to do with Horizon because y'all don't like women. So it is what it is. Humanity. I love Humanity. I played this game when I had PlayStation Extra or whatever. Very fun game. Did not know it was a VR or AR game. Did not know that. Synapse, another basic VR shooter. Yeah, whatever. But I know why y'all chose this. It's fun, and it got a woman with gigantic boobs and a big butt, and y'all just can't help yourself. We knew this was happening. I feel like this could have won because Runa 2 is very innovative. I'm gonna cap. This is a very fun game. I suck at it, but it's a very fun game. I think upgrading and doing all your weapons and stuff is very, very fun. But I knew this was gonna win. I'm actually surprised this wasn't on Game of the Year. To be real, because a lot of people talked about this for like 4 months in a row when it came out. So this doesn't surprise me. Now this being here does surprise me because Dead Island 2 is not a good game. It's very basic. There's literally a character on here that is you playing on hard mode because his stats are garbage. Ghost Runner, love Ghost Runner 1, so this doesn't surprise me. This game is very good, but I knew it wasn't beating this. The people was riding this game for like you would have thought that this man was like the best president in the entire world, like type John. I don't even know how many more of these I gotta go, but I'm probably not gonna finish all these. See, look, action adventure, puzzle solving, traversal. This one, web gliding, swinging, walking, riding on stuff. You can do way more in this. I'm not gonna go in depth on this. This game is better than all of these in action and adventure. That's just how it is. Best RPG. This is barely an RPG. This is kind of, I guess it's an RPG. It's a Bethesda game. And this is a JRPG. This shouldn't even be here, to be honest. Unless it's American. Like, if it's American, then yeah, it wasn't beating this. But yeah, this is barely RPG. This is like, I guess it's an action RPG. We could be, if we being technical, same as this one. But yeah, I didn't play this. I'm not a fan of this game. I think it's cool. I'm not playing it. I don't like these type of games. It's too stiff for me. Best fighting game. Not gonna cap. This was not winning. This game, I think, is very cool, but the community is garbage. This community is garbage as well, but I feel like this is a better put fighting game, to be honest. I don't even know what this is. Whatever. I know what this is, but nobody talked about this since it got that trailer. This wasn't doing nothing. Nickelodeon. Anyways. Best family game. It was either going to be this, or this. And this is a streamer game. This ain't even really a family game. So it was going to be Pikmin 4 or Mario. Sonic, you didn't do much for me. You didn't do much in this game, bro. I'm sorry. It's embarrassing for you. Best sim. I'm going to be honest. This should have won. This should have won just for nostalgia, to be real. And I ain't even played this. I need to play 3 Houses before I even buy this, because I bought 3 Hopes, and that's not the game I was looking for. Best sports racing. Again, this was winning. This is trash. This is trash. This is trash. And this is trash unless you like soccer. I like soccer. I'm not buying one of these games ever again. Best multiplayer. Now this right here, this is some bull crap. It's a 4-player game. Do whatever. Yeah, awesome. Well, you can throw your friends, push your friends off stuff. You can do the same thing in this. This is a 2-player game. This is a 4-player regular Mario. This wasn't winning because same old. But this right here and this, it should have been one of these two. That's just my opinion. I guess you can screw your friends up in this. That's why I won. But yeah, whatever. Next. Best adaptation. There was no other one that was gonna win. This anime sucks, dude. I was freaking mad about that. I was mad as heck that this junk sucked. I'm sitting here like, this is not good. I didn't sign up for this. I didn't sign up for this at all. Not because of the female-led direction. I'm not one of those. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just not good. He's not Trevor, bruh. He's not Trevor. She's not Sypha. And we don't even get to see Alucard till the last episode. I just don't think that they did a good job. This movie is really good. You should go watch it. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. This movie is good. But this is not an adaptation of a Mario game. It's just not. This is New York Simulator. Twisted Metal. I heard this show was good. I guess when I finished The Rookie TV show with Nathan Fillion, I'll give that a try, especially because the second season is supposed to be coming out. But The Last of Us was winning regardless. This is the game in live action with minor tweaks. Most anticipated game. Every game on this list, except for this one, and this one, if we're talking about the majority of the gaming community, care about. This right here, people are not rocking with this. I'm not people. I'm playing this game. Tekken 8 is gonna be fun for like a week, in my opinion. For me, it's gonna be fun for a week. I'm not buying it. I'm not spending my money to play a game where I'm not good at. That's crazy. I'm not interested in getting good at Tekken. It ain't Tekken Tag 2. It's been 1,000 years. This right here, I'm gonna be 100. Young, yeah, you suck at voice acting, bro. And I'm talking about for the Yakuza games. But anything else, I've heard you in pretty decent. When you play Father Pucci, I think you did a good job. But Kiryu, you need to let that go. You need to smoke weed or something so they can say, no, we gotta get you out the game. We need you out of there, bro. Hades 2. I haven't beat Hades 1. I think Hades is a good game. This game looks just as good as the first. So I think this is gonna be up there. But this is Final Fantasy 7. You get to play with Sephiroth on your team in this game. Dun, 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 dun. I'm telling you, Fallen Angel is that one, boy. I don't care about this. I think this is where I stopped caring. I just figured out who this was. I know who this is because of Fortnite. I've heard of this person. I don't care about none of these people. This has nothing to do with video games, bruh. It doesn't. Jeff Keighley, you was a fraud for that too. Because who won them Steam Decks in that Legion Go? Who won them? I got to sign up for both. I didn't get one email, bro. Who won? You pissing me off. Best esports game. I knew this was gonna win. This Valorant. And I feel like nobody talks about League of Legends or PUBG Mobile or any of these games, honestly. This was not winning. I don't care about anybody. The people that like Counter-Strike don't even like Counter-Strike. Like, yeah, they just want to open up packs and make millions of dollars. Like, no, this was definitely winning. I knew Faker was going to win because he's kind of a broken character. But again, I don't care about none of these people. Y'all should do a different type of awards for this because this has nothing to do with video games. Yes, they play video games. Cool. They compete in video games. But they have not contributed anything to the development of video games of any caliber. None. They should not. These people should not be on here. And I'm probably going best esports. Again, everything that has to do with esports, it has nothing to do with video games, bro. It just doesn't. Esports event, I ain't gonna cap. Evo definitely got snubbed. Evo got snubbed. For real. I don't care about League of Legends. We've seen this for like 20 years now. But Evo, we've seen it for like 20 years as well. But I just don't think any of these things have to do with video games other than playing them. I could get awarded for playing video games too. Like, it's like anybody can get rewarded for playing video games. I just feel like it's all over the place. This year was all over the place. We had 50 freaking trailers. I think not even half of them games I was interested in. Monster Hunter I was definitely interested in. I can't even remember the names of others. And then you got Kojima up there because Jeff Keighley's his best friend. They're talking for 15 minutes about a game with no trailer. It's a spit in the face, bruh. It's a spit in the face as a video game fan. And I personally think next year I'm probably not watching that jump because I don't like to dwell on things like that. But I'm definitely not watching next year. I'll watch the trailers and stuff. I might get in for the giveaways or whatever because, you know, whatever's a free giveaway. You're not going to win anyways. But, you know, I just feel like it's trash. I feel like this year people going to talk about games and stuff, they did not get a whole bunch of time. I know you've seen the controversial video of when Larian went up there to accept the award for Baldur's Gate. They're talking about people that have died, you know, while they're making the game, and that junk said, please wrap it up. That's very disrespectful. That's very disrespectful. You get 30 seconds to talk about the game of the year, to show a trailer for Monster Hunter Wilds that's not coming out for 2 years. It's the last game. Did you not rent enough time for the freaking venue? What are they gonna do? Charge you more money? You sponsored. There's nothing's coming out of your pocket. It was before, but this year nothing was coming out of your pocket. You being weird up there. Oh my God. Jeff Keighley, you on Fraud Watch, bro. I got my eye on you. Anyways, y'all, thank you for putting up with my sickness. Thank you for coming here to listen to my opinion. This is probably the most animated I've been on the channel. I got a video of my little brother supposed to be coming up soon. One of the parts of the video is completely muted, so you're not getting that. It sucks. But anyways, thank you for coming here and listening to my opinion. Thank you for sticking around this far. If you stuck around this far, give it a like. If you like it, if you didn't like it, tell me why in the comments. And leave a dislike if you want. It doesn't really matter because I want to get better at this. And I'm having fun. Family, if you're watching this, thank you for sticking around this long. I know y'all get tired of me playing and talking about video games, but you're going to have to deal with it. All right. Love you all. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.